This is the first marker leading into Rosewood, and we're going to have Felicia to read the sign. I have it already filmed on another clip, but since these people came from higher levels of learning institution, we're going to let Felicia read it. Read that for us, please. Thank you.
Okay. Haunted by what happened, Rosewood residents took a vow of silence, lived in fear, and never returned to claim their property. That silence was broken 71 years later. In 1994, survivors including Minnie Lee Langley, Arnett Turner Goins, Wilson Paul, all filed a claims bill in Florida legislature. A special master and expert appointed by the Speaker of the House ruled that the state had a moral obligation to compensate survivors for the loss of property, violation of constitutional rights, and mental anguish. On May 4, 1994, Governor Lawton Child signed a $2.1 million compensation bill. 9 survivors received $150,000 cash. A mental anguish and a state university scholarship fund was established for the families of Rosewood and their descendants. A fund was also established to compensate those Rosewood families who could demonstrate property loss. This historic marker was dedicated by Governor G.B.R in May of 2004.
Read the last part.
A Florida Heritage Landmark sponsored by the Real Rosewood Foundation, Incorporated, and the Florida Department of State, 2004.
And we are forever thankful for the political leaders that do what they do on behalf of carrying on our great republic. But on the other side, we also have the history of the people that actually lived here. And so we're going to ask her to read this. This is what our ancestors actually went through to deserve what you just heard, plus. And so we want her to read, Felicia to read this as well. And we're in the city of Rosewood in Florida. Thank you.
Racial violence erupted in the small and quiet Rosewood community January 1st through the 7th of 1923. Rosewood, a predominantly colored community, was home to the Bradley, Carrier, Carter, Goins, and Hall families, among others. Residents supported a school taught by Mahoga Gussie Brown Carrier, 3 churches, and a Masonic lodge. Many of them owned their homes. Some were business owners, and others worked in nearby Summer and at the Cumner lumber mill. This quiet life came to an end on January 1st, 1923, when a white Sumner woman accused a black man of assaulting her. In the search for her alleged attacker, whites terrorized and killed Rosewood residents. In the days of fear and violence that followed, many Rosewood citizens sought refuge in the nearby woods. White merchant John M. Wright and other courageous whites sheltered some of the homes and children. Whites burned Rosewood and looted livestock and property. 2 were killed while attacking a herd. 5 blacks also lost their lives. Sam Carter, who was tortured for information and shot to death on January 1st. Sarah Carrier, Lexi Gordon, James Carrier, and Mingo Williams. Those who survived were forever scarred.
Thank you very much. This is kvci.blogspot.com. George Boston Rhymes doing what we do, and that's keeping you informed. We will now enter the grounds of Rosewood and do some more searching for the historical archive of our ancestors and their spirits. Peace.